Okay, hey guys. I'm not holding the mic this time because I'm lazy, okay? I'm lazy. Kiss my booty, I don't care. I'm moving my chair so I can sit closer. Alright, and then we'll do that. One thing I've noticed is I sometimes slip into not really like a southern accent, but just like a bit of twang, like a little bit of twang when I speak. Um, I don't know why. I grew up in Texas for 5 years, more like 5 or 8. But I feel like there's like a bit of twang that'll come out sometimes. Sorry, I got home from DnD, um, and so that's what today's whole thing is going to be about, the recap, the D&D recap. I know I haven't done one in like 3 weeks, because we had the con, and then I just didn't go, and then there's some other reason, or no, I guess it's just been 2 weeks since I've done one of these, but yeah, um, tonight was D&D. Put my hat away so you guys can see my glorious hair. Yeah, no, tonight was D&D. So a little bit of a recap. Last session, this is my brother's session, so this is the one where I'm the little gnome guy who sets himself on fire. Um, Last session we were hunting these big like elk things, and then we got attacked by some bugs, and that's where it ended off. We technically killed everything. We're being helped by these Yeti giant people who are like, hey, you gotta do stuff for us and we'll do stuff for you, so we're doing stuff for them. Or no, we just got done doing stuff for them, so now they're showing us the way to this like secret place we need to go to rescue this girl. The whole reason why we're on this island is to rescue this one chick who doesn't even need to be rescued. She just has like a bounty placed on her head, and 3 of our party members are poisoned, and if they don't grab her and get her back to the person who poisoned them in like a day, then they're all gonna die. Supposedly the poison's gonna like start mingling with their blood. I don't know, but yeah. So today's session, we started off talking to the Yeti people. They showed us around the cave. They were like, all right, let's go. So we headed down, and we were going down this tunnel, and to the left there was this stairway, this crevice, this stairway, and there was like clinking coming from it. And the Yeti person was like, we have no idea what's going on there. We've never heard that before. That's never been a thing. That is something new. Do you guys want to check that out? And we were like, yeah. So the Yeti people stayed behind. We sneak into it. Of course, I roll a like 12. I roll a 2. I roll because I have a plus 10 to my stealth, so I roll a 2. That's a 12. So I hero point it. I get a 22. We fail the stealth check, probably because of me. I rolled the lowest. I had a lot of low rolls tonight. But yeah, we failed the stealth check. I just realized I'm not on the right screen. Okay, now my face isn't as dark. But yeah, we failed the stealth check. Well, we roll up on this giant dragon dude who's a blacksmith who's just hammering away at this anvil, and he's making stuff. And the party members who've been doing this campaign for a hot minute were like, oh, it's this guy. And we're like, who is this guy? Apparently he's this guy that travels with the circus. And when I say the circus, I mean a circus that travels like through dimensional planes to different worlds. So the world we're in, the way I like to imagine it is we're all in bubbles. Okay, so we're all in these bubble worlds, and you can travel between them. Um, but yeah, there's these like different shadow worlds we're in. I don't know, there's like 12 or 8 or something. And this campaign has been going through each one and defeating the big bad boss of each world to get to the bigger, badder boss, I think. I'm trying to get my lore right. I don't write anything down, it's just all stored in here. So yeah, they've been going through these worlds, and they picked up me and another person in this one world. So yeah, they travel with the circus, and the circus travels through different worlds. There's like fae and stuff. It's like magic. There's a whole lot of magic. But yeah, this dragon guy kind of hitches along with the circus. He isn't a part of it, but he's just there. He's there whenever they're there. Um, So yeah, they were like, oh, what are you doing? And he's like, hey, just chilling. There's about to be some big bad shit that's gonna happen, so I'm just gonna try to steal some power for myself. And we're like, oh, we're here to, deal with that too. And he's like, oh, that's dope. Do you guys want to get my hydro flask for me? And we're like, okay. Because he's a blacksmith, so if we get something for him, he'll make stuff for us. He said that. But it's not actually hydro flask, it's like this metal tube thing that has water in it, we think, for blacksmithing. It's not water, it's blood. He tempers everything with blood. He's a blood blacksmith god, apparently. So we were like, okay, well, where is it? And he's like, oh, well, the bugs took it. And we're like, okay. He points us in the right direction. It's literally just like a 5-minute walk to where the bugs are hiding out. But there's this hive. It's a hive mind. So there's this queen mother. There's like 3 big bugs. Um, there's a bunch of maggots, like baby larvae bugs. Um, we initially stealthed into it, but I wasn't stealthing because I wasn't really like searching or doing like exploration tasks. So we just walked. We just waltz in, um, and shit hits the fan immediately. Okay, the dark elf lady with a big sword just rushes in and cleaves at one of them. They start spitting acid on everyone except me because I stayed at the entrance. Yeah, no, I stayed at the entrance because in this cavern there was this iridescent fluid that was a river. It was a small river, or small trickle, and the hive mind queen mother bug was sitting on top. She made like a dam, so only a little trickle of this iridescent fluid was getting through. And I was like, if Skyrim has taught me anything, it's that iridescent fluid is flammable. So immediately at the entrance, when it was my turn, I was like, hey, can I light that fire at the very end of the river and have it travel and then like burn the queen? And my brother was like, I guess you can do environmental damage. So I threw a fireball at the river. Not a fireball. I have elemental blast. So I did an elemental blast of fire at the river. It lit up. It burned this bug queen. The best way to think about her is the queen from Aliens, the xenomorph queen, where she has like a sack. That's kind of how this bug was. There was a sack that she was attached to. So it burns the sack. And we were like, yay! Um, but yeah, everyone's fighting. I'm still at the entrance. The queen mother like unleashes this wave of acid that I'm the only one in the party who doesn't get hit by it. Thank God for that. So everyone's fighting. I think the second turn, I'm like, hey guys, do you remember those whale batteries we have? Do you want to make a bomb? So we've made a bomb once before. In this world, everything is powered by whale oil, and it is extremely flammable, whale oil. And so we came across these 2 like medium-sized whale oil batteries, probably like the size of my torso. And we hoarded them. We took them, and we used one before to blow up a bathroom with a bunch of tiny crabs in it because we didn't know there were tiny crabs in there, but we blew it up anyway. So we were like, hey, if someone can roll this whale battery right next to the queen, I can run around, cast my elemental blast at it, and we can make another big boom. So they were like, hell yeah. So we did that. I think it ends up detaching. Yeah, okay, so the explosion goes off, kills a lot of stuff. Well, a lot of stuff was dead from before. Our archer did he threw a pot of lava at the queen, and it like exploded and killed all the like larvae around her. Whole lot of death and fire. Fire was a big thing. Even though none of them were weak to fire, they didn't have any sort of like resistances to it. So yeah, there was a lot of fire. But anyways, we throw the whale oil battery. I blow it up. It does like 4d6 damage. she ends up the sack and the queen were two different health pools. So we kill the sack, it ends up burning away. She falls over. This iridescent fluid comes, coming through. It is extremely hot. Apparently, it's almost like acid, but not really. It's just a very hot fluid that's also flammable. So she ends up. She actually rolls like nat 30s. I know that's crazy, but she rolled incredibly high. It felt like she rolled 30 every single time. Um, but it was crazy. She ends up taking no damage from this water for 2 rounds. She crawls out. She's attacking us. One of our party members gets knocked down. Wow, that was a very loud Windows notification. Yeah, one of our party members gets knocked down. She gets, and when I mean knocked down, I mean like 0 health knocked. Um, one of the one of the bugs grabs her, burrows with her into the ground. Okay, she's knocked out, burrows with her into the ground while we're fighting the queen mother. So it's the queen mother and this other bug. One of our party members has to like squirm past the queen mother, dive into this hole, kill the bug down there, get the person, revive them, and so we're all just whacking on the queen mother at this point. Um, we end up killing her. The person in the hole does actually. She like bursts forth from the hole with her bastard sword and just impales the queen mother, um, and like kills it. I ended up I ended up taking I ended up taking 28 damage initially from the acid splash. Then I took another 28 from a random, like one of the bugs. It did an attack on me, and then I ended up taking like another 12. So I ended up with 12 health. Yeah, at the end of the fight, 12 hit points left. Very scary. I was very close to death. Not death, but getting like knocked. Um, but yeah, and that's where we ended. We killed everyone. Um, I mean, it went pretty smoothly, all things considered. There wasn't that many hiccups. Like, it, it almost went like perfectly. Besides, I mean, we all took a ton of damage. So I don't think there was any way to avoid that, but it went pretty good. A lot better than our previous fights. If I didn't roll so low, that would have been better. Because I missed 3 times in a row. I hero pointed all 3 times, so maybe I could have hit, but I rolled. I think the AC to hit her, she had 29. The highest I got was 28. I failed 3 times in a row to try and hit this bug. Um, wasn't the greatest. And then when I got hit with acid splash, I have this reaction. It's because I'm a gnome and I'm related to the Fae and I got some magic in me. I can use this reaction whenever I get hit. Any spell, damage, physical, anything. I can use this reaction once during the combat rounds, or during the whole combat session, to vanish from the plane of existence. I just vanish. Um, I just disappear for 1 round, and then I come back. I'm dazzled, so I can't do anything. I'm like stunned pretty much, but it avoids damage. And I tried to do it. I needed to roll a flat 16. I rolled a 6, which sucks because I've never used this move before. No one in the party knows I can do this. So this little gnome guy who's always stinky and smelly is absurdly strong and can use fire. Can also just disappear from the plane of existence. But I failed. I feel like it would have been so much cooler if he just vanishes and then pops back up and is like, hey guys, what's up? But I failed. So we describe that as like, because I failed, it was just kind of like a glitch in like the game system. You know how characters like T-pose for like a second when you're loading in? That's pretty much like what my guy did. He was just like, whoa, and then because it didn't work. But yeah, super fun session. Um, excited to do it again. I've missed, next Sunday is the session where I'm a human male fighter who only uses shields. I've missed like 2 of those sessions. So I'm not sure what the party's doing. We'll see. I'll catch you guys up. even though no one probably keeps a record of what's going on. I don't think you guys actually like are interested in these stories, but I tell them to you anyways because I like it. Um, and it's like D&D stuff. D&D stuff is cool. I like D&D stuff. But yeah, thank you for watching. I love you. And I will see you in whatever next video I do next. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.